Good morning. It's like, oh, it's 7, so it's not that early. My daughter just went off for school. My little dude's still asleep. The very first thing I do in the morning is I have a glass of water before anything. I do drink coffee in the morning, but I always have water first because I find if I have coffee first with nothing in my stomach, I'm an anxious disaster all day long, so I don't do that. I do struggle with anxiety really bad, so I try to minimize that, but I'm a mom and I need coffee, so we do water first. I also get a little bit in my stomach too. So instead of having like my breakfast right when I wake up, I've been having one of my snacks. And I don't even want you to see how messy my kitchen is right now, but I feel like one thing that is missing on YouTube is like the reality of not being like picture perfect like a lot of these influencers are, where it's like their house is spotless and no one lives in it. I have 4 people living here and 2 dogs, so it's no matter how much I clean, it's not enough. So anyway, my like little snack in the morning has been these. I do an ounce of these. These are so good. Oh my gosh, I could eat the whole package. And then I just do some berries with it. I have a really big sweet tooth, so these help. And then once my little dude wakes up, I'll eat breakfast with him. He's got school today, which is nice because I have a lot of work to do today. A lot. My daughter has homecoming this week. I'm really excited to see her all dressed up. I'm probably gonna cry. But we've got a busy week. She's got a lot going on with that. We've got stuff going on today and literally every day this week, so it's a busy week. All right, so just some berries, my chocolate almonds, just to get something in my stomach. It helps with my anxiety too before I drink coffee, so cheers. All right, I also take my morning supplements medicine. I'm an anxious girly, so I want no shame in sharing this because I think more people deal with anxiety than we'd like to admit. So there we go. I had a lot of shame around getting on medication, and I wish I wouldn't have because it's totally changed my life. I remember I got on it a couple years ago before we went to Florida for my husband's hockey tournament, and I remember sitting at the game and realizing like, oh my God, this is the first game in a long time that I have been able to like fully pay attention to and enjoy without feeling like I need to like run away or go like pass out or throw up. And yeah, it's changed my life. So take care of yourself, take care of your mental self, because it really makes, it's a big deal. The other thing I've been taking lately is CLA. This is probably one of my favorite supplements. I've taken it on and off for probably like 7 years, primarily when I'm around a show. But I just felt like I was like stuck in a freaking rut and I was putting on some pounds. So I'm like trying to get back in the flow because I want to compete next year and kick some butt. So this just helps with increasing your muscle mass. Ironically, I don't think this is really like a shown benefit, but I feel like I sleep better when I take this. I don't know why, but I've had a client tell me that too, so I don't know. But CLA, you can also get it from red meat that you eat as well, but it just helps with weight management. There's no caffeine or no stimulants in it. It's not like a fat burner. It's a little more natural than that, so I've been taking this. I probably won't take it for much longer because I'll probably add it back in once I'm actually in my cutting for show prep, so. Come here. My husband got me this latte machine or espresso machine for my birthday, and it's so good. Like, I'm never paying for coffee ever again. I look forward to like my next coffee like all day long. I'm really surprised my little guy isn't up yet. He's an early riser, so usually the moment I'm up, he's up. I always try to get up earlier than him just to have some like me time, but it never happens, so he must be really tired today. Although I probably just jinxed myself. Yeah, so if he doesn't get up when I do, I usually come out on the deck and I'll journal or I'll read or I'll just kind of like chill out. I always try to get like a little bit of sunshine in the morning. I don't know if you listen to Andrew Huberman. He has a big podcast on how important it is to get outside and get some vitamin D in the morning. It just helps your circadian rhythm and wakes you up, and it just feels good. The weather is finally not like crazy hot anymore, so it just feels good. Like a while back when I was going to therapy regularly, my therapist asked me like, "Who are you? Like, who's Kate?" And I was like, I don't know. It's just not something you really think about. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a mom. She's like, well, what makes you happy? What makes you feel good? And I love being outside. I will be outside all day long if you let me. I want to hike. I want to camp. So just getting outside in the morning like really makes me feel good and just really put some good energy into my day. I'm really excited because my husband and I, our anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks, and we're gonna go camping, and all I've wanted to do this summer is freaking go camping, but it's just these summers have sucked. We've been busy. We traveled a lot. We went to Italy, we went to Florida, my kid was out of town for lacrosse. Like we just had so much going on, and it's just so hot here where it's just like if you do a float trip or something here, like it makes it better because at least you're in the water, but like we love to hike, so it's just like miserable. But now the weather finally broke, so we're gonna go camping, and I think we're gonna go to Haha Tonka because it's been on my bucket list and I haven't been, so I think that's where we're gonna go. I was planning it last night, and I found we were gonna camp, but I found a place really close to there that has a yurt, and it looks really cool. So I don't know. I'm torn because I love tent camping, but this looks really cool. And since it's just us, like, oh, we'll see. I think we're just gonna do like a quick drive in, hike, camp, have some breakfast, explore, and then come home. Because again, we're just really freaking busy, and Mavericks in hockey now, so that's one more thing on our weekend that we can't miss. So I think we're gonna go like Thursday, Friday, and then come home, and then we're here for the weekend stuff. So I don't know, it's a busy time of year, so we'll see. All right, we're gonna make breakfast before we drop off little dude at school. So I'm gonna make a breakfast burrito. I have been having this as a breakfast sandwich, but I am completely cutting out gluten. I I found that like sorry, can you put those back, please?
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see it, but I've been getting this like rash a lot here, my lower back and my knees, and I've been bloating really bad, and I think it's from the gluten in the skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these Siete wraps. I haven't had these before, so we're going to give them a try. I'm just going to warm it up on the stove, 10 to 15 seconds, and then I use these egg beaters. I really like these because it gives you a little bit of flavor instead of just like boring egg whites. I get really sick of egg whites really quickly. And then I'll use a little bit of this reduced fat Fiesta blend. And then I'm gonna make one of these Jimmy Dean turkey sausages, and I'm just gonna chop it up and put it in the burrito. So literally just pour these in a bowl and put them in the microwave for like 1.5 to 2 minutes. It's just so much, like I can make them on the stove, but this is just really quick and fast and easy cleanup. I am all about as easy as it gets, minimal ingredients, quick, delicious. Alright, so these come in the frozen section and you have to keep them in the fridge. They're really thin and kind of fragile. So 10 to 15 seconds aside. See how it goes. You can keep them frozen. It says if you want to keep them in the microwave, in the fridge, to use them within 7 days. And there's 8 in here, so I'll definitely use them within 7 days. They seem to thaw out pretty easily. I like that there's like hardly anything in here. The only ingredient that makes me worried is the xanthan gum. I found that like tends to bloat me pretty easily. So we'll see. I don't know if when it's like in food like this, but I've made, it's gone around on TikTok and stuff when you make smoothies, like ice cream with protein powder to put in the xanthan gum because it really thickens it up. But I find that like after I eat that kind of stuff, it like I just feel really uncomfortable and bloated. So we'll see how this goes. Ooh, that was hot.
Can you please say, can you say a little sweet hun now? Please.
A little what?
A sweet hun.
A sweet one?
No, sweet hun.
Sweet hun? You're my sweet hun? Check out that chocolate.
Meh.
What is that? A chocolate beard? What are you doing? Okay, so I warmed it up and it's like hard as a rock.
Mom, he's trying to wet my
I
shirt.
don't know if I'm gonna like this. What?
He's trying to wet my shirt.
Well, stop playing with him.
I'm not trying to.
I used the wrong bowl and it's not microwave safe and it's hot as fuck. I know better. I know better. Okay, so she's not like super pretty, but it's literally just a breakfast, I guess, hard taco, because this thing, like, can you hear it crunch? Like, I mean, it tastes good, it's just hard, so maybe I cooked it too long, I don't know. But you could also do like salsa on this, pico de gallo. So, super easy. It took me all of 5 minutes. And too, like you could, I don't know about with these because they're hard, but like with a normal tortilla or even like an English muffin or whatever, you could pre-make these for the week and just stick them in the freezer, thaw them overnight, and then be ready to go for breakfast the next morning. So, hope that happens. I guess I'm gonna eat this like almost like a tostada, which I love those, so. However, it works. I mean, these actually taste pretty good, so we'll see. right, so we're gonna go to the gym after I drop off little dude. The only thing I do to like get ready to go to the gym is I just make my big water. And then I add creatine to it. I just buy, creatine is super cheap off Amazon. And then,
Mom, I'm just talking to myself.
okay. And then I also add one of these liquid IV packets. I really like the flavor of these, and they just came out with some sugar-free ones. I got this one yesterday, and it's actually really, really good. I haven't had a flavor that I haven't liked yet. I really like the pina colada. The lemon lime tastes just like a Gatorade, and the grape and golden cherry are really good too. So I just add both of these to my water. One reason I add these is because I really like the flavor of them, and to be honest, I don't drink enough water. I love to drink water. I really don't crave anything else, besides maybe like an energy drink or coffee here and there. I don't drink soda, but I also don't, one of the reasons I don't drink enough water is because I don't like the feeling of like being super full off of water, just that like heavy bloating feeling. And I also hate the feeling of having to pee all the time. It drives me crazy. So, yeah, and I just feel better when I drink these. I don't know if it's a placebo or what, but it's playing with the dog. He gets mad when he chews up his stuffed animals, but then he does that. All right, dude, are you ready to roll?
No, because my dog keeps trying to do it. Stop.
No problem. All right, we are at the gym. We just dropped off the little dude at school. So now we have some time to get. And I want to show this. My father-in-law stopped by right before we left. And so if you don't know, my dad passed away suddenly almost 5 years ago. And ever since then, I have had, anytime I've had anything like significant happen in my life, or if I've just really missed him or needed him, or when I talk to him, I always have a cardinal show up. And so my father-in-law saw this and got it for me. He's so sweet. I feel very fortunate to have really great in-laws that do so much for us, and they're just really good people. So this really made my morning. So, and it's really sweet too, anytime we see a cardinal. My son never met him, but we always say that it's Papa. So when I pulled this out, I was like, Maverick, who is this? And he goes, it's Papa bird. So yeah, I'm excited to put this in our house. So it was very sweet of him. So yeah, we are gonna have a lift. Right now, my lifting schedule, I lift 5 days a week. I also have 5 cardio sessions on the stairs of just 15 minutes. And yeah, we're really trying to like up my calories and lower my cardio and see how that goes. That way, I'm hoping when it comes time to cut, my cardio is not going to be like 2 freaking hours a day, because my last show, my cardio got pretty high because my body was just being really stubborn. My goal is to compete next year a few times. My first show is looking, I think it's the middle of May, so my cut will start probably end of January, maybe beginning of February, depending on how I'm looking around that time. Let's see, so I have competed 4 times in the last like 7 years, 2 being within like the last year and a half. My first show back after having Maverick was October of last year, and I really didn't have any expectations going into that show, just getting my feet wet. and seeing, you know, how my body responded since having another baby, and just kind of getting back into the swing of things for competing. I truly believe the more you compete, the better, because it just gives you so much more experience. And since it had been like 4 years since I had competed, you know, a lot changes in the sport in that amount of time. So just getting back up there, getting comfortable with being on stage again, and the whole process. So I ended up bringing home 2 third place and a 4th place win, which was awesome. It was a smaller show. I had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they don't do that show anymore, so I can't do that one again, which kind of sucks because it was a great show and it was put on really well. My last show was back in May of this year. My 2023 goal was to compete a lot, and I only competed once, and for a few reasons. Mainly because I just was not as ready as I wanted to be. And I did a show here in St. Louis, and it is a big show. It is a long, long day, and you can win a spot to go into nationals. So people were much more competitive than they were in my previous October show. So I did not do well. I did bring home 1 5th place win, but the other 2 divisions or categories that I competed in, I did not place. And I don't want to say I've never really been competitive, but this sport has really brought out a competitive edge in me, and it was very disheartening, to be honest. I don't think that doing shows is all about winning at all. But you do put in a lot of time and work and effort, and so much goes into stepping on stage for just a few seconds. And so yeah, not being, I don't want to say rewarded, but I didn't feel like I did the best that I could. And for as much money that you put into this sport and time and effort, like I was really more upset with myself than anything, because I know I have a lot more in me. So with that, like, I knew we were going to be going to Italy and we were going to Florida, and we just had a lot going on over the summer. I knew that I really wanted to enjoy those trips versus like pushing. I don't know if I'm ever going to go to Europe again, you know? So I really wanted to enjoy that and not worry about the stress of competing and what I'm eating and all that stuff. So I pretty much took the entire summer off. And I am now refocused, and it's time to try to build a little bit before we cut down, because my lower body, I think, holds my muscle very well, but my upper body does not. It's like the minute I hit peak week, like my shoulders just freaking disappear. So I need to work on my peak week protocol and actually building more in my upper body, which I think I've done a pretty good job of since this last show, but I still need to put in a lot more work. So that's just the tea. That's the plan. I'm ready to go all in and see what I can actually accomplish, because I know that I have a lot more in me, and I want to just prove to myself that I can do it. And yeah. And like, you know, obviously I think anyone who gets really involved in this sport would love to go pro someday. I think like a long-term goal for me, I don't know how realistic it really is, but like to turn pro someday and to compete, I don't know about the Olympia, but the Masters Olympia, it really piques, you know, my interest. So I don't know, we'll see. I love the Masters division because there aren't a lot of sports out there that you can continue to do for a very long time. You know, I turned 36 this year. 40 is creeping up way faster than I thought it was going to, but I love that there are Masters divisions and you see people who are still competing at like 60, 70. Shoot, I saw a 90-year-old man the other day on stage. Like, that is so freaking cool to me that you can continue to do this and can be competitive. And yeah, it's just a sport that I have really fallen in love with. So another goal for me is to potentially coach some girls for shows maybe next year. With the team that I'm on, we do have a lot of competitors, so my goal is to go with them to the shows that I'm not competing in and just be a coach and continue to learn and just grow as an athlete and a coach. So yeah, so we're gonna go crush a leg day hopefully. I am not a leg day girl. I would rather lift upper body all day long, so sometimes it takes me a little more to get motivated for a leg day, but it is what it is. So let's go do it. Boys. Hi. What you doing? All right, we're home from the gym. It ended up being back and quad day instead of just a leg day, which I like better because I like how it breaks up the workout instead of just being all legs. But it was a good workout. I'm tired. I'm home now. I have a little bit of time before I need to go round up the kids from school, so I'm going to make some lunch. I don't have any rice made, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, I have a lot of things we're going to do around the house. As you can see, I have a buttload of dishes to do, laundry, all the fun mom stuff. So we're going to do that and then go get the kids. I had a little change in my schedule, so I'm going to take my daughter to go get her nails done tonight and go shopping for some jewelry. She has homecoming this weekend and she's already got her dress, but we're gonna do that and get some jewelry for Saturday and hang out. So let's eat. I'm hungry. All right, we got lunch made. She's not pretty, but it's honestly one of my favorite meals of the day. It's literally just rice, jasmine rice, grilled chicken, and like a salad mix that I get at Sam's. I put a little bit of the G. Hughes Thai chili seasoning, or excuse me, sauce, and some ranch mixed up. Good to go. Yeah, it's one of my favorite meals. Simple, easy, gets the job done. You look so angry. All right, it's been a really long day and it's 5:30. We just got home. I picked my daughter up from school and went and got her nails done for homecoming. Went and got her some jewelry. She had dinner while we were out and then had to go to the grocery store. First of all, can we just talk about how expensive it is to get your nails done now? Like, I'm not a high maintenance girl. I hate fake nails. It's not my jam. But like, she literally just got like basic like acrylic French tip whatever. It's like $100. It's crazy. Anyway, I am behind on my food, so I'm going to combine my dinner with a snack because then I'll have another snack later on. I've got rice, chicken, and then I've got veggies in the microwave. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of this on top. My snack is 3 ounces of grilled chicken and carrots. So I'm gonna just add on my chicken to what I'm eating for dinner. So instead of 4 ounces, I'm gonna do 7, and then I'll just eat some carrots on the side. So this is the veggies that I'm doing. Super easy. I think this is like 80 cents at Walmart, maybe more because everything's so expensive. But yeah, I'm gonna use this. I like this one because like I can do broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. I like them all, but I can't do them multiple days in a row because it just does not sit well with my stomach. Once in a while it's okay, but like I eat the same thing pretty much every day, and I can't eat broccoli every day because I will just look like that. So I'm gonna stick this in the microwave and finish. This dog thinks that every single piece of food is for him. Excuse you, sir. Legend. What are you doing? What you doing, boy? Hey. Hi, baby. Say cheese. Cheese. We needed a dog, like we needed a hole in the head, but I saw him online and I fell in love with him. And it was one of those things I was like, okay, if no one's adopted him by next week, I'm gonna go get him. And then I was like, no, we really don't need him. One more week. And then there he was. We went and saw him, and it's a foster-based adoption center, so they don't have like an actual center you go to. All the dogs are in foster care. But his foster mom was like, I've never seen him like this with anybody else so far. Like, this is your dog. I'm like, great. But I love him. He's so sweet. He gets along with Zorro, or should I say Zorro gets along with him. He tolerates him. But he's just so freaking cute, and he's snuggly, and house training is like, we're getting there. It's much better than it was when we first brought him home, but yeah, he's awesome. Okay, let's eat dinner. All right, so there you have it. Pretty easy. I mean, because I had my chicken already prepped and my rice already prepped, this took like maybe 5 minutes for the vegetables to cook in the microwave, and that's it. It really doesn't get any easier than that. It's super good with the teriyaki sauce on it. I know it maybe doesn't look amazing, but it is. I can eat these meals every day, which I do. So I like the monotony of it. I don't know, it's like it takes all the thought out of it, and I don't know, I enjoy the way we eat. And yeah, so my last meal of the day, I think I bought some Halo Top ice cream. That's been my jam lately, except I really like I forget what it's called, caramel brownie chocolate something. I don't know, has like caramel swirl. It's chocolate ice cream, has caramel swirl in it, like little brownie chunks. Except I'm giving up gluten, and that has wheat in it. So I got some mint chips, so I hope that's good. But yeah, so this is gonna be the end of this video, I guess. That really made me feel like Blippi. If you're a parent, you'll understand why. That's forever ingrained in my brain. So yeah, I look forward to doing more of these. If you have questions, or I don't know, want to know more about what I eat or how I train or anything like that, let me know. Okay, bye. You think that's for you? Hungry hippo? Oh, handsome boy.